the Clippers-Grizzlies to wrap up this segment. I stopped watching. I'm sure America stopped watching. It was 19 at the half. It was 27 at a couple of points in the third quarter, and then a 24-point Grizzly lead with 7 minutes and 55 seconds to play. 24 points, 8 minutes to play.
21-1 run.
26-1.
26-1.
26-1, 28-3 to end the game, 26-1. Nick Young can't rebound, can't shoot, can't play defense. 3 threes in a minute.
Can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. He's awesome. You can't give him any credit, can you?
If you'd let the sentence be finished.
I knew you guys. I was like,
no rebounding,
I was
no
gonna
assists.
Ask, can you let it go?
But what he does is shoot,
yes.
And he hit 3 threes in a minute, and that lead went 12-6-3, bang, like that.
But
he was huge. Nick Young was huge. 19 points.
He was great yesterday. 19 points off the bench. He was phenomenal off the bench. But however, he will still be, as Ben likes to put it, Nick Young. For the sole fact that I'm listening on the radio and I'm still blanking on the guy's name who does Clippers radio by himself. He does a phenomenal job. And he's
great. Yeah, he's great.
You hear him and you hear Nick Young coming down. I'm looking at you while I'm saying this. He comes down, 20 on the shot clock. Nick Young pulls up. What is Nick Young thinking? That is a terrible shot. And then he composes himself, and he's like,
look, man, he played
that was not the best shot. It
he played 24 minutes last night. You know his plus-minus rating when he was on the floor for the Clip? Plus 28. They won the game by 1. In the 24 minutes that Nick Young's on the floor, they outscored the Grizzlies by 28.
It wasn't just him, obviously.
So, no, but hard to deny he played a critical role in them winning that game.
Totally. And he's going to have to play bigger because Caron Butler is now lost for 4 to 6 weeks.
6'7", he's 6'7" or 6'8", right? Nick Young?
Yeah.
6'7", yeah.
6'7".
2 points, 1 assist. This is a guy who, again, can go 38 minutes, score 35 points, no rebounds, no assists. It's unbelievable. You're 6'8". At some point, the ball's just going to bounce to you. Just grab.
He stays at 3 points.
He stays back. So anyway, but he was huge. And just that comeback. I mean, I thought that on Saturday, the Thunder showed a lot when they got down 7 against the Mavericks with like 2.5 to play. The Thunder did 6 or 7 against the Mavericks, and the Thunder came right back and executed down the stretch to win that game, and Durant hit the big shot with the soft touch at the end. So the Thunder, I thought, was a big moment of sort of showing some grit and winning that game. But then the Clippers, I mean, how do you blow that game? How do you blow that game up 24 with 8 minutes to play? Unbelievable. I think, though, that in general, when I look at those games after the fact, that I like the teams that built that 27-point lead. And my hunch is that the Grizzlies roll in the next game, that there won't be an aftershock, and the Grizzlies will dominate that game. I will wager with my fake money accordingly in that next game, where I suspect they were 5.5-point favorite in this game. They'll probably be like 3.5 in game 2. That's a guess. But I bet the euphoria doesn't. These are professional athletes. These aren't kids. I don't think that momentum lasts, and I think the Grizzlies will win game 2.
I still think the Grizzlies take the series, and I still think the Grizzlies beat the Spurs. I think the Spurs could possibly sweep the Jazz, maybe at most go 5 games.
All reasonable. I totally agree with you. They gotta win game 2. They gotta win game 2. They can't go to LA down 2-0.
And what would be anything better than winning game 2 by like 15 to 20 points?
That's true.
That would be...
Just win it, man. Just win it. You feel, although win by 5. Let's cover. By the way, Randy Foye on the floor, minus 24. Nick Young on the floor, plus 28.
Randy Foye had a horrible game.
They played basically the same amount of minutes.
Didn't Randy Foye have like 3 points?
He had 3 points. He was minus 24. But, I mean, everybody, they got run, it was tough.
Do you look into that, obviously? The plus minus?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it because it was so striking for the guys on the floor for the
Eric
Clippers.
Bledsoe was a plus 24. You consider Eric
Reggie
Bledsoe
Evans
a great
plus
player?
23. Those guys were on the floor when they made that move.
Reggie Evans was MVP yesterday, the entire game.
Yeah, as I keep reading, Reggie Evans can't make a bucket in an open gym, but he took that pass from Chris Paul and laid that in. He gave him the first lead. Then Rudy Gates, a shot, give him the lead back. Paul hits the free throws. Then they get the defensive stop. Kenyon Martin, good D in Rudy Gay's face there on that last shot of the game.
If I were to tell you that Reggie Evans would play better than Kenyon Martin in the game, would you say, yeah, that's totally...
Reggie Evans was huge. He was also big in the second quarter when they made a run knocking it down to a 9-point game or an 11-point game before the last 8. I think the Grizzlies scored the last 8 points of the half to go back up 19. Anyway, it was a great weekend in the NBA. Real bad news about Shumpert and Derrick Rose, obviously, but it does make things intriguing. It seemingly gives the Miami Heat, if they stay healthy, a free pass into the finals against, I'm going to guess, the Thunder, but which would be a great series. All right, thanks everybody.